What is up, man? First video of 2025, and we are sitting in a paper trade right now, currently on this screen. But 2025, man, real quick, just want to say I appreciate everyone that watches these videos, and made 2024 a big year for us on this YouTube channel. And moving forwards, right, big things to come. Keep it short and sweet. Today was my first time taking a trade since before Christmas week. Yeah, first trade in a long time, and I'm pretty happy with how it went. If I would have done a few things differently, I would have passed my account with 2 micros today. We didn't pass our account, unfortunately, but that's okay, right? Because we always have another day, and we always have more opportunities, and it's not a sprint, right? It's not a sprint. Wearing this hat because my hair is just really doesn't look like it, but it's really greasy, and it's just getting in my eyes, and it's annoying. It's annoying, man. Put me on some shampoos that help with that stuff, man, because it's really annoying. Should I flip this thing out? Has a sick little. There we go. We'll keep it like that. But reason for this paper trade, I'll kind of give you guys a little sweat out right here. 5-minute fair value gap right here. We had the displacement lower. We had displacement through these lows, and we had a nice inversion, a nice inverse right here, and it looks like a turtle soup. I'm trying to build more conviction with turtle soups. We did disrespect this, but since it's a turtle soup trade, I didn't close, and it's paper, obviously. And the real entry actually was this 30-second gap right here. I entered off this gap, instantly ran up, did not hit the stop loss, and now is hopefully starting to move lower. So that was the idea. I do think that until this breaks, this trade is not fully confirmed. When this breaks, I would add 5 more micros, and I would go break even at this low. Right here is how I would be managing this trade, just to give you guys that live analysis. And yeah, this is the take profit just because that's the low day. But yeah, going to our actual account, we are inside $500. We're $473 to be exact, away from passing our account. And man, I gotta sneeze. Oh my gosh. $473 away. It's the closest I've ever been. You guys know that. I have to sneeze so bad. Hold up. Dang it, dude. Oh my gosh. Bro, I've been like sick this break, or not break, but I've been sick through Christmas. That's always the worst, when you have to sneeze and you just can't. Oh my gosh. Okay, now everything's kind of fuzzy from looking into that light. But anyways, 155 on the day. Not bad. We risked $90 on the trade, so we made more than our risk. But I did do a few things, I don't want to say wrong, but I did a few things that I could have improved upon, right? I actually am happy with how I traded today. I don't think I broke any of my personal rules. I think I did what I could with, context of everything, right? And what I mean by context of everything, well, simply put, right, with the context of my first trade in a week and a half, and the built up extra pressure of trying to pass my account, right? I know everyone's going to say, don't worry about passing account, just do the right thing. Cool, that's great advice, but it's difficult advice. It really is, right? It's not that simple. Let's add to this position here in a second. Make sure it's practice, 150K, right? I always am like scared I'm going to be doing this on my actual account, which I wish I did, because that's the exact amount we needed to pass. Till that breaks, right? We can't do nothing. I'm gonna do it with this 2-minute. Nah, we'll do here. Let's add 5 more.
Order filled.
Right there, and we trail our stop to this high right here. And you know what? We could even take... We're not going to take any profit there. We're going to take 7 off down here. Yeah, we'll take 2 off. We'll take 2 off, mitigate risk right here. 2 contracts off right there to mitigate the loss, although I guess it doesn't really matter. Nah, we won't do that. We'll take 7 off here at this low of day. This is a banger trade, man. This is free sauce, even though it's not live, so it doesn't really do anything for you guys. But I wish our fill was like here, so I could go break even at this low. I'm not going to. Yeah, so we'll just kind of sit here on this trade. But my account, so technically we'd be break even if we turtle stooped this and didn't add. This thing is flushing lower. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You know what? I'll go break even. Midpoint. Right there. Break even. See how this thing plays out. We'll not go break even. Let's let this thing go. Who cares if I lose on a paper account? But technically shouldn't probably lose on this trade when we hit this low like this if I got it from the top. I don't normally pyramid into trades. I'm just kind of like practicing with it. So we'll see. But back to what I was saying. 155, right? 400 away. Very, very happy. What was the trade I took? Let's go over it, right? Market review for today. I'm going to actually pull up the... Oh, so we did take out this low on ES. So I should actually scale if we're being technical. I should have scaled. But again, who cares? I'm just going to go break even. Yeah, I'll just go break even since we took the low. Perfectly fine with that. Cool. Because of this low, right? This is the low we're targeting. ES is already taken out. That's an SMT. So, if I was actually in this, I'd be a lot more cautious. I'd be a lot more aware of that. But, again, it does not matter. 15-minute chart. I'm sorry, man. First video of 2025. This has been a little bit hectic. But I'm just really excited today. I'm really excited for the new year. Really excited for, the trade I took today. And just excited to get good things going this year. Why did I have a decently bearish bias going into the day? Well, we had an SMT here. Right here. Actually, from here is more obvious, so we'll just do that right there. But we had an SMT going into the morning inside this fair value gap, right? So we were bearish structure. I anticipate us to go to this low, which is why is where I think price will go to. And we're in this market maker sell model, right? We pulled back deep premium or discount, whatever you want. I don't really care. Pulled up into a, right? We pulled up past discount, 50%, whatever you want to call it. It does not really matter. It's all the same things. We pulled up higher into it, and we get a nice reversal out of it, right? We made this displacement lower. We hold that displacement. We displace again. We hold that again. And I've been moving lower since. That's why I'm really expecting us gearing towards these lows right here. And then we had this S&T off open. So I was bearish going to the day. And where was my main bias is these lows right here. Right off open, though, we did not get anything clean, right? We didn't get anything clean. ES has these lows right here, still gearing towards them. The same lows, right? The same target. So off open. If we look at these two charts, right off open, we actually had, before open, 7 o'clock, we came into this fair value gap here. We displaced lower again. Right off before open, we tapped into this 5-minute gap. We displaced lower. And I'm thinking at this point, I probably won't get a trade today because we're going straight to these lows. And yeah, we're going straight to these lows. Probably don't get a trade. Cool by me. Whatever. So that's all I need to show you guys on the double charts here. I'll kind of just... I'm going to go back to the other chart here. So that is all for the double chart. That's kind of where ES was at. Again, that was kind of where my bias came from, bearish. But again, now if we're going back to, not live time, but live where we were at here, right? We sell off open off morning. And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, cool. We're just going to come down straight to this low. This blue line was my main target. We're not going to get a trade. Cool. I wanted to see us retrace into this gap here because there was a lot of 5-minute gaps. There was a 5-minute gap here. We didn't make a 15-minute gap, so I was like, okay, cool. We're going to see something happen. We're going to see us retrace. I need to see some retracement. And honestly, something similar to this, right? A move up, followed by some move down, followed by a soup to then go lower. This was a beautiful signature right here. I did want to see something similar to that, but we didn't get it, and we go straight back up. So at this point, I'm thinking probably don't get a trade at all because we just went straight down, straight up. So let me go actually to this chart so we don't got everything on it. Straight down, straight up. Now I'm just patient, right? We're making 5-minute gaps on the way up, a gap here on the bullish gap, a bullish gap here, and this one was actually unfilled. So this gap was unfilled right here. And if we wanted to go higher because, you know, we're starting to displace higher, we could be getting towards these highs first, right? We'd want to see retracement here. So regardless, I need to see some sort of pullback, but I also had a bigger time frame bearish bias anyways. And we came up, swept this high. This is really cherry picked. I don't really give much weight to this, but we were in this side, this gap, swept that high. I'm not going to really put much weight on that because I don't really think that one matters too much. But this black line, which is the 5-minute gap, was something I was looking for, right? So I noticed this 1-minute gap right here. I wanted to see an inversion below it because I either need to see us manipulate these lows to then go higher, or I needed to see us push through these lows. So that leads me into the trade. It was a very quick one. I'll kind of go over, I'll just go over the take profits and everything here. What did we do? We saw it close, and I didn't get in right away. I did not get in right away. That's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing, though. It gave me more confidence when I saw this wick off consequent encroachment right here, the midpoint of that inversion. So this inverse fair value gap, I saw this wick off the middle. I wanted to see a good reaction. Kind of speed through here. I saw a good reaction, a good close, and it gave me confidence to then enter the trade. I actually, funny enough, get the same fill as I would have right here, right? If I got in on this close, I actually get the same exact spread or fill in the market, even with the hesitation. So I get in, and it actually enters me right at that bottom. So, you know, we got away with it in a sense, but I was definitely a little hesitant just due to the fact that I haven't traded in so long. And I took a profit at this low. Why? Because it allowed me to then go break even with, you know, some type of small gain. But it also allowed me to be wrong in the direction and still be fine, right? Why did I take profit there? Because that's a 5-minute gap, right? We could have very well been bullish, right? I showed you guys the higher time frame analysis, but I'm not a genie, right? I can't tell you exactly where market's going to go. I just trade off glorified patterns, right? I'm not a pattern trader, but I have to just use things market give me and give me context. And then I was just going to take profit at 50 points because I didn't know, you know, where can this thing go, right? It was a straight down move, straight up move. I don't know if it's going to keep going straight up or keep going straight down forever. So I was like, cool, whatever. I'll just move this down here, and I'm just going to trail my stop through because I have no idea where it's going to go. And I was like, okay, cool. When we get 50 points, I'll start trailing my stop because I don't know how far it can go, right? All we're in is a bullish imbalance to the left of us. All this is just bullish gaps, so I didn't know what to do. And I just ended up trailing my stop with the last runner, and I kept trailing, and got 117 there, so that's like 58 and a half points, right? 58 and a half points on the runner. That was the trade. That was the trade right there, a minute and a half of full entry time, and it looks like we're about to get stopped out on the practice one, which is cool, right? We didn't catch the in the ES making the SMT right away. Right here, I should have taken profits on this candle. I should have scaled some out 1103. So if we would have scaled that 1103 right here, we would have definitely have made some money. So we'll actually scale some here where that would be at. We'll scale like 4 at 1103's low. So right there. So we're going to scale 4 off there. We're going to leave 3 for that low. If we can get it. It doesn't really matter. This is just kind of hypothetical. 03, so we should take that low out. Say like right there. If it hits there, if it doesn't, oh well. But on the actual trade, right? What was good about that trade? Well, I identified a positive opportunity, right, which was this inversion, and I had a set break-even point that I committed to before the trade. It went really quick, which is what I like to happen because it allows me to not have to worry. I don't have to stress about, am I gonna, win the trade or not, right? It just went in my favor, so that's always good. It is unfortunate that if I would have held my 2 micros, I would have actually made enough on this run right here to have passed my account, like right here, pretty much to the tick. This move would have passed my account. That's just hindsight. That's nothing to really worry about. But it is like a little jab that's like, if I would have just held it all the way, I would have passed my account. But that is against the point, does not matter. And I'll just flatten this just so we don't have to look at it. Does not matter, right? This total super entry was great. The adding positions to it was bad. I probably wouldn't have added if I realized we were making SMT there, but cool, right? It's fine. But yeah, this trade here, I probably shouldn't have taken profit here, but again, I haven't traded in a while. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna be a little bit more hesitant. You're gonna be a little more aggressive taking profits, or at least I am. But I committed before I took the trade that I was gonna let it hit stop loss or break even point. I wasn't gonna get out early, and that's what I did. Even though it was quick, which is good. And then my runner, I could be still in this runner. I could be holding this runner to this low for $400, but is that realistic? Is that really the best way to trade, right? Holding trades to 224 points isn't really the most ideal strategy, in my opinion. And we'd be up $300 right now currently that we could close it. Wow, we actually made the exact same on both accounts. That's actually wild. But that was where my mind was at. And my mind was at just bank in profit as we go. What could I have done? Maybe I could have just targeted this low and just called it a day there, 100 points. But again, I think that's all just a little bit of hindsight, a little bit of whatever, right? I don't really know if there was anything I could have done specifically. And I think this is actually a 5-minute gap. Yep, there's a 5-minute gap there. I don't think there's anything logically different that I could have done too much better besides maybe just if I got in and just hold it and just hold the trade. I could trail my stop to this high now because we turtle souped it. I could trail my stop here and I'd be about the same spot I would be if it comes back up. So I don't hate how I manage the trade. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the day. Happy with taking a win. I think that everything was good. And one of the biggest things that I noticed after the trade is that the biggest thing I struggle with is just feeling like everything I'm doing is luck, right? I think it's because of the lack of results. It makes me feel like every trade I take is luck, right? Like this trade here. Again, it could have lost for sure, but it's almost like I go into the trade and I'm like, okay, or I took the trade today and it's like, what if I just got lucky? What if, I didn't really know any better and it just won because of luck? Or what if, right? I need to get over myself in terms of thinking everything I'm doing is luck or I'm getting lucky, because yes, you have to get lucky that your trade works out because nobody knows the direction of the market. No matter how much concepts you think you know, the market does what it wants, right? It doesn't move because you know something, right? If someone could know where the market was going and they knew how to read the market like that, they would be making billions upon billions upon billions upon billions of dollars, and nobody does, at least to my knowledge. So clearly people don't know where the market's going. Where my problem comes into play is that I feel like everything I'm doing is luck, right? That I'm just getting lucky, because I think it comes from a point of I've never liked to be a person that's overly arrogant, overly confident in their abilities, because I just think it's a bad look. But I think trading's a game where you kind of have to be delusionally confident that, you are that good. You know what you're looking for. This will happen here, or this plays out this amount of times, or, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of just have to believe it, man. You kind of just have to believe that it isn't luck. And I don't really think I've done a good job of carrying that type of delusional self-belief into my trading, which I need to. And that's like the main point I wanted to take away from today, is that I've had between the paper trades I've taken this week and the actual trade. I've won all of the trades I've taken this week, and that should mean something to me. And it does a little bit, but it doesn't build as much confidence as I wish it did, right? Because trading's all confidence. If you're going to be confident in yourself, you know what you're doing, you're going to take better trades, you're going to hold your trades better, you're going to be more confident in your strategy, you're going to be less hesitant. And I haven't been able to build up the confidence I need to be consistently profitable yet, right? And that's what I'm working on. That's what we're showing up every day to do. So it's fine, right? It does not matter. I don't need to be there overnight. But that is something I want to talk about, is just confidence and starting to really just believe that what you're doing is repeatable and consistent, and that you are good, that I am good at trading, and it's not just luck. And that I can consistently do this. I have to really believe that. But yeah, that's kind of where it leaves me. I do also want to mention that if my goal for 2025, I might make a video on my goals, might not, but one of my main goals is to get 5 funded accounts where I can copy trade them, and not copy trade them so I can turn them over and trade with 10 micros. I probably will trade 2 micros. I probably trade 2 micros for a long time on the funded accounts. 2 micros today, $155. Multiply that by, and I did not maximize today. I could have not taking a profit here, took both of them off at 100 points, $400. But let's just say 155. You times that by the 5 accounts, it's $700 in a minute. That's my goal for 2025. And I think that's what I need to remind myself when I'm on these accounts, is because, yeah, I'm just on my one combine. But it's so much bigger than one combine. It's so much bigger than that. It's so much bigger than one micro. It's 20 points. It's 60 points, right? It adds up. You have 5 accounts. It adds up. That's how you make ridiculous money. I was risking $90. And I made 150, right? And I think I just need to keep telling myself that, and just it's a slow grind. It's not a Hail Mary. It's not a 10 micros or 20 micros play where you make $2,000 across 5 accounts and you make $10,000 that day. Cool. That can happen, right? But I need to work my way to that. I don't need to worry about the sprint. I just need to worry about the slow army crawl to my goals. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm working on. So my big goal is I want 5 accounts that I keep. I don't want 5 accounts I want 5 funded accounts I can copy trade with 1 to 2 micros and just chip away at those $200 days. And I want to end the year with something to show for it. And I know I can. I absolutely know I can. And it starts with the habits that I've been building, and it starts with today, it starts with tomorrow. It's going to just keep going. And I just will start getting more confident in myself each day, right? I want to pass this account, but I'm nervous, right? I've never done it before. I don't know if, do I have what it takes to get this account over the line? I really hope I do. I really hope I can. But that's not really in my hands. That's really not in my hands. It's not in my control. All I can do is show up and be the best I can every single day, and see where that takes me, right? It's not in my hands, right? It's not in my hands. It's not me to decide. It's me to do my best. And I think that's where my mind has to be focused on and keep going. So, man, great 2025. It's not the first day of 2025, but it's the first video of 2025 and the first trade, the first win. Great start to the year. Great start. And, man, we are in enemy territory right now. $472.74. We're a funded trader. You guys will see it happen. And if we don't pass this account, which I hope we do, but if we don't pass this account, guess what? There's always another one waiting for us. There's always another opportunity. There's always something else that we can do. It's never over. It's not the end of the world, right? This isn't the Super Bowl. It's not that if this isn't your last ever game, right? This isn't the last dance, right? It's never the last dance. You always have tomorrow. As long as you are blessed to wake up and have another day, you always have another chance. Remember that. Have a great year. Set some goals. Be diligent about them, and you'll be very surprised what you can do this year. You guys are going to be very surprised with what I will be able to do this year. I guarantee that 2025 is going to be the year that I don't turn back from. the same man, right? I will not. I will not be the same man I was last year. I will be 10x, 100x. We will all see it. It will be great. Be great for yourself, and have a great day, and have a great Happy New Year's, man. I really do appreciate all you guys. We are so close to another quarter in that jar, and that just motivates me each and every day. Don't want to keep this video going on too long. I appreciate all the support. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.